A word for our listeners. Season 2 of Masks of Nyarlathotep is set in the 1930s and 40s. We will be using terms and sayings from those times, including some that could be considered offensive. It's not our intention to offend. We merely wish to offer as accurate a view of the time period as possible. Welcome to Masks of Nyarlathotep, a Nerds Domain gaming podcast. Join us each week as our commandos uncover the corruption of the mythos in World War II. Starring Johnny Brown, Ed Maudlin, Chris Dunn, and Matt Quiett, with John Quiett running the table as keeper. Eldritch evils and crazed Nazi cultists await you just beyond this music. Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. This is the Silent But Deadly Commandos. I am Matt, and I'm here with John.
Hello.
And Ed. And Aidan.
Pretzels,
okay. And we are currently in Nazi Germany.
Yes.
In just outside of a small town near
Nazis.
Krumhorn. What's the name of the small town?
Pusum.
And Johnny, tell us what's going on.
So the party has split up. Waha ha 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 ha.
Great plan. Who's taking the corporal?
Who do you want to go with? Do you want to check out the town, or you want to check out the castle?
Castle.
Have fun storming the castle.
Yeah.
Do you think it'll work?
All right.
Come
so,
on. Somebody finish the line.
No, I'm
What'd you
good.
say?
We're good. He said, "Do you think it'll work?"
Oh.
It's better if you no sell it, though.
I don't even know the line. So there.
That's from
The
Prince.
line.
Oh, okay.
Have fun storming the castle. Do you think it'll work? It'd take a miracle.
Bye-bye.
There you go. I haven't watched that movie in
You're
a while.
welcome.
Thank you.
I'm here to help.
All right, so who
Yeah.
you going with first?
We're gonna. That's a good question. We're gonna start with the team that is exploring the town.
Okay.
Surveying the town.
Yeah.
So what exactly is your plan here? You're walking the outskirts. You gonna?
I'm
go
gonna
in it?
I'm gonna go there, walk the outskirts, keep an eye out for any patrols, just to get an idea if there are patrols.
And you took like what? 4 guys with you?
3 guys with me.
3 guys with you. So
Yeah.
there's a group of 4 men walking around.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the village itself is quiet. People have rolled up the sidewalks and
Right.
blown out all the lanterns and whatnot. There's a few lights still burning in
Is
the.
there a beer hall?
There is a beer hall.
Maybe we'll head towards that. That's not a bad idea that I just came up with.
Okay.
On the fly.
Captain, you're working.
Yeah, I know.
But like I said, the sidewalks are rolled up for the night, and the beer hall is closed.
It's closed? Okay,
Yeah.
that's fine.
But it's there in the center of town if you want to go check it out.
No, it was more of if there was a social gathering spot, that would be the place I would go. But
Yeah, no, I mean it definitely was active, but people
by
yeah,
one-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
people have petered off. There is every town has a landmark of some has a landmark of some kind, and you do notice a weird or an odd shaped statue standing in the middle of the town. It's not, you can't tell what it's of exactly.
Oh, good. Can we go closer to see more? Or
I need a
Field
group fieldcraft check. So half.
Sure, I can. I got 46 under 92, which I believe is exactly half.
Yeah, that would be half. So yeah, you make your way to town or into the middle of the town, and it seems as though you are unobserved, and you come look at the thing in the statue.
Sorry, I was just thinking of the commandos in Canadian Bacon. We're just like running through town, going hop, 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 hop.
How's your natural history?
Oh, I'm sure it's fantastic. It's
10%?
10%.
10%. Give me a natural history roll.
That would be a 54.
Okay, so you can't identify the thing in that the statue is looking like, but it's a lizard like thing with tiny beady eyes, and it has frills that look almost like coral coming off of it.
Would it be fair to call it a newt?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. For our listeners at home who want to know exactly what it is, your character does not know.
Yeah, no.
But it looks like how do you pronounce that? Axolotl? Axolotl. It looks like an axolotl crossed with a human.
The password is axolotl.
Oh, I'm sorry, crossed with a human.
Yeah, it's humanoid. It's standing up.
Nothing weird about that.
What?
Yeah.
That's weird. Huh.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, normally there's like heroes and people,
like maybe like a
humans.
statesman.
Yeah,
or like
humans. I mean, occasionally a horse on a human on a horse would be.
Is there an esoteric order of Dagon temple here?
Roll your German.
Der esoteric order der Dagon. No.
Yeah, so you're not sure what the very worn out plaque on the bottom of the statue says in German.
I'm going to poke the other three guys. Do you guys speak German?
They say that they might be able to understand it. You want them to take a look?
Yeah.
Roll some dice for me.
You want me to roll luck? See if they
Sure.
can pick it out.
Roll your luck.
Hold on. Let me see if that's.
No,
I got an 83 over 75.
Yeah, it's really worn.
Sure.
Worn out, and so like the words are weird. They've never seen these words. It's more than conversational German.
Okay.
We'll bring them. So yeah, that's weird.
Okay. I will note the words. Maybe write them down. Yeah, just in case we need them later.
Sure.
Because this is so
you want
strange.
to make a rubbing? Put a piece of paper.
I don't know that I would
plaque
carry the proper paper for rubbings. I might have like a small notebook, but I wouldn't have something big enough to lay over that.
Sure.
That's a good idea, but
yeah,
I'm not an artist. I would never have thought that far ahead.
All right, so give me one more fieldcraft roll.
Actually, would it be fair to say we have a camera?
I think the unit might have a camera. Yes,
which is probably
would you have brought it with you? Because
No.
you've got your group, the other captain's
No,
group,
because the
and
castle is
guys
more
left.
important. If we were going to send the camera with anybody, it would have been them.
Sure, that makes sense to me.
So,
plus, developing a picture right now would.
oh no, this is to take home to give to the
Just to-
scientists
yeah,
if this matters at all. It
Sure.
looks like a strange human thing.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Okay. So you give me one more fieldcraft roll to get you guys out of town unnoticed at half.
6.
0, 6,
Six,
odd
yes.
6. Okay. Seems
Is that enough?
it seems that you got out of town without any problem.
Okay. No, we didn't see any German patrols in the town or in the village proper.
You were avoiding them because
Okay.
you were because when you came upon the village, you were on sort of a rise.
Sure.
So you guys got a general idea of where to go, and you were able to hear them marching.
How
and
many
avoid.
patrols?
Light patrol, like
Two
two groups of 4 guys.
Okay. I just want to get an
Spread
idea
out.
of kind of
Yeah.
what we're looking at. Okay.
And they're walking just like the main drag, if you will.
Okay, yeah. Like probably the only street in this tiny little village is a street.
Right, yeah, so they walk the main drag. They don't worry about going behind into the quote unquote alleyways that may have been created.
Okay, that's perfect.
Sure. So, you guys head back to the leftovers back at the rise.
Yeah.
And we switch our camera angle to the group headed towards the castle.
This is an audio broadcast. There is no camera.
The camera of the mind's eye.
The camera of the mind's. Ooh, that's a good name for another podcast. All right, so we are approaching the castle. What do we see?
Well, you see what you would at first glance call a typically fortified structure. Except there is an old fort sort of built into the side of the hill, but they've put up. It's more or less permanent right now. They've cemented, but barbed wire fences. There's like a walkway a path,
Mm-hmm.
three shoulders widths wide, so
Okay.
like they could drive a vehicle through it if they wanted to.
Okay.
But it's a double fence walkway, and then a small courtyard area for parking of vehicles.
Okay.
The Volkswagen, the Uber wagons, I think is what we decided they were called.
Yes, Kubelwagons. Kubel with a K.
Kubel wagons, made by Volkswagen. So and then they have anti-aircraft artillery, basically pointed some out towards the water and some opposite, but mostly towards the water because that's
Okay.
where they would expect the attack to come from.
Sure.
And there are there's a guard tower with a machine gun. No tanks, no heavy artillery vehicles.
Okay.
Just the anti-air guns. And then, like I said, a large warehouse type building that has basically 2 bays in it. From what you can
Okay.
you can guesstimate
Okay.
that they could launch craft that they build inside there from.
All right. Is there anything else that we need to? I mean, have we figured out what we need to figure out at this point? I mean, do we have the?
No, they're asked. You were ordered to recover details about the craft that they are building inside that warehouse.
Oh, we're actually going all the way in.
That they want you to. They want you to find out what you can.
Okay. Well, I thought the entire team was going to do that.
Yeah, this
I
was
mean,
just a basic.
Yeah, this is just
Yeah.
recon. Yeah.
Yeah. No, you
Okay.
asked if you. I mean, okay. You're right. You've done basically what you set out to do.
Okay. How many people are we looking at inside the?
Again, based on a guesstimate of how you understand military things to work, you would say there's probably 50
Okay.
total people at the facility.
Okay. How many points of entry are there? Just the one?
Yes, just the one land entry. Obviously, the water is accessible,
Sure.
but you don't know if it's mined or if there's guards inside the warehouse.
Okay. Can we get a better view of that and see like what we can see down there? Or?
Yeah, if you want to give me a fieldcraft roll, both of you.
I'd love to. I'm a 92. You're a what? 80. Roll nice and low. 53. 1. Perfect.
Awesome. Yeah, you notice that they're again the way the land is laid out. It's going to take you some more time,
Mm-hmm.
but you can walk out a little ways, and there's like a not an inlet, but a outcropping. There's a word of land that would give you a view right into the warehouse area.
Okay.
That might give you something substantial. Yes.
Okay. Let's
You
work
wanna
our
do
way
that?
down there in a stealthy fashion.
Okay. Give me another fieldcraft roll. Looking for under half.
2.
Well, that's a 20 on Aidan's die, so I think we're good. Whatever the other one
Yeah.
came up with.
Yeah, we're good.
So yeah, you guys make it out there, and sure enough, like I said, the doors are open right now on one of the bays, and you can see a framework
Mm-hmm.
of a submarine. They're definitely close to about midway through building one in the open bay, and it's hard to tell because there's a few lamps lit in there, but they
Mhm.
aren't working at the moment. There may be one closer to completion on the other side, but they have those doors closed for some reason.
Okay.
You can see that they have received a shipment of torpedoes and mines that they can load up in the ships to arm them.
Right.
So yeah, there's definitely something there ready to be launched.
Okay. What's the level of activity down there right now?
Right now, it's quiet. You think you see, or you do see a guy guard and come out on the open air and light up a cigarette and smoke
Okay.
for a little bit. if you wanted to snipe him, you might be able to.
Wondering if this would be a good time for us to make a move. What's the scope of our mission with the rest of the group? I mean,
The total mission for the group
yeah.
is to find out what the new specifications are on this design of the sub.
Okay.
So once we get possible blueprints or just
Intel,
yeah, we could just leave.
you could.
Okay.
Would we still will we still have time to enter from this way? Would I be thinking that this is the best way for us to go in from the direction of this outcropping?
Well,
Or will that be inaccessible to? Or can we just see? We can't actually.
the only issue is that it's water between you and the door now.
Got it. Okay.
So you could try to make your way along the beach. It would be a little more exposed. The moon could come out and
Got
give
it.
you away if you're going across the water. It's cold, or you could swim it.
Right,
Potentially. So there is enough time to plan and execute your attack now, or you can wait. I mean, if you wanted to, you go back and get the rest of your guys and make the attack.
Here's what I think we should do.
You go back to the rendezvous, Corporal,
And bring the rest of the men down. I am going to take out the lone guard.
Yeah.
I'm going to take out the lone guard that I see.
Okay.
But I want to do it close
Okay.
so I can do it quietly.
Sure.
So we still don't know where anything of what we're looking for is.
Nope. But we know
Well,
that this is the way we're going to want to go in.
You know that they're building a new type of submarine.
Yeah.
And you can see it,
Yeah.
but
we still don't know where specifications.
they're going to
or-
be in this warehouse that you're
Okay.
planning on storming right now.
Okay.
So that's where you're at right now. Is you you don't know exactly where the information you want is in the warehouse, but
Yeah.
it's in there.
Yeah.
And you can probably get it.
All right.
So Corporal Williams, you need to give me another fieldcraft roll to make your way back to safety.
6.
Wow.
You're on fire.
It's the most silent but deadly commando, biggest commando in the history of the Royal Army. So
Size 16, completely silent.
yeah. Okay, so yeah, you've made it back to the rendezvous point, as it were, and you meet up with Captain Kauri, Captain Loveridge.
Okay.
Loveridge.
Well, now, are we going to do anything with me taking down this?
Yep. I just because
Got it. Okay.
yeah.
So what's going on?
Corporal Williams has come back.
Corporal, is everything okay?
Yes, I was sent here to get you and the rest of the troops in our squad over to a point where we could easily gain access to the intel we need.
Okay.
Infiltrate.
A good infiltration point.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'll get all the troops up and get moving
Okay.
in that direction.
Sure. So I'm gonna ask for a group
Sure.
roll again.
Am I doing that at half again?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I wouldn't have succeeded even if it wasn't half. Nope.
Nice.
That's a failure.
So as you're making your way back, you're passing a house that does not appear to have indoor plumbing.
Okay.
And like right as you're moving through this opening, the clouds part, the moon comes out, and you see Corporal Williams in the yard walking from the outhouse to the back to the regular house. Guy looks just like him. Ed.
What's he? Well, hold on. No. What's he dressed as? In
Nightshirt, but he's big hulking guy. But like from this 20 yards off, whatever you are at the edge of his yard, he exits the outhouse and is.
Okay, so he doesn't look facially exactly like.
No, he does facially.
Jesus.
Like from the 20 yards out, you would say he was his twin brother.
20 yards is not that far.
Not really. And he hasn't seen you yet, but he will.
I will turn to someone other than Corporal Williams and point at Corporal Williams and say quietly, "Secure him," and then I will charge the other guy with my knife.
Okay.
Wait a minute. How many guys are there?
I've got 14 with me.
No, you've got 13 with you.
Okay, so I got 13 with me.
Okay. But you see 2 guys?
I see. No.
Sees-
I see a doppelganger of. I'm sorry, a
Corporal.
duplicate. Doppelganger is actually something very different we learned
It
in lore
is.
today.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A
So-
duplicate.
A duplicate of
twin.
Kauri. Of
Williams.
Williams.
Yeah.
So I'm asking the other soldiers to secure him,
Right.
which that's vague enough that they can
Uh-huh.
probably just put their guns on him, and that's good enough. I'm
Sure.
going to be fine with that. And I'm running to go take the other guy down.
Okay. So Williams, you've got a group of guys who you thought were your friends are pointing their guns at you now. How do you react?
Does he also see the guy in the?
Oh yeah, everybody sees this guy.
Just because a German looks like me does not mean I'm a German.
But I mean, it's creepy, like mirror, like
Yeah.
looking in a mirror, looking at this guy.
Yeah, well, that's why they're not shooting you. I'm having them secure you while I go run and kill the other guy. I talk to the other guy. Talk to.
You said
Hopefully.
you had a knife out and you were
Hey,
attacking.
I said I was charging.
Declaration
at him.
of intent. Charging. Yes.
I'm charging. I'm not saying I'm
and
going to
at the
murder
end of
him.
at the end of a charge, you have to attack. That's the no wait, different game. Anyway, so Captain Jack McKenzie.
Captain Jack.
Yes.
All right. How much distance do I have to traverse to get to this German soldier?
Well, again, what route are you going to take? Are you going to try to stick to the tree line, and then like make a break to the beach at the last possible moment, or are you going to swim across the water?
I am not going to swim across the water.
Okay, because I mean that would be the most direct route.
It would be the most direct route. I want to, because what I'm picturing in my mind and what you're picturing in your mind might be different.
Yeah.
I would like to take the stealthiest route that I can, exposing myself to the open air as little as necessary.
Sure. So you've got like a 300-yard run. If you want to see my
That's-
chicken scratch drawing.
That's not insignificant. Okay.
Well, I
Sure,
300
sure.
yards. So like you guys were hiding up here,
Uh-huh.
and you spotted the guy. There's a little dock or
Okay.
whatever. He's standing here.
You know what's
Smoking
funny
a
is I was
cigarette.
picturing almost exactly this, but
Yeah.
the mirror image of it.
Okay,
But okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Either way,
All
I
right.
mean it's
Sure,
irrelevant. But like, so this is the open sandy beach. This
Mhm.
is your tree line here, where you can expect a reasonable amount of cover. There's going to be some work here because that's where they're going to get the barbed wire fence going,
Got it.
and something like that.
So I'm gonna basically stay at the trees
Right.
until I get to
There.
the barbed wire fence. Then I
Yeah.
will. Then I'll work my way across the
You're gonna deal with
beach
that,
and
yeah.
see if I can. And I'm gonna look up and see if I can use some cloud cover to obscure my
Totally.
approach.
All right. So yeah. So give me. Let me see what we got here. Because like I would say athletics in a different game.
Is he just what are you rolling him a roll for?
He's trying to sneak up on the lone guard, and while I agree that I just think his fieldcraft is like, yeah, it's fieldcraft to know when to move militarily speaking, but this is sort of individual.
Well,
So would it still-
Fieldcraft says, because I'm
Okay.
I'm going to pull that up because I want to understand it better too. And as soon as I find it, I will read it. It says Fieldcraft says replaces conceal, hide, and sneak for military characters. Represents the basic military skill required to operate in the field, such as stealth, camouflage, and observation.
Okay.
Characters with
So it is
Fieldcraft
just
will
field-
know the best way to approach an enemy position using
Yeah.
cover to mask.
Okay.
movement.
So fieldcraft roll.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to but
No, it's all right.
Yeah,
It's
it
just-
does kind of.
Yeah, I do it.
Okay.
52.
All right. Cool. So you give me one climb or jump check. I need one.
Let's see.
Your choice.
Jump would be a 44. Climb would be a 54. I'm going to do a climb.
Sure.
I'm going to do a climb.
Yeah.
Increase my odds. 20.
Nice. Okay. So yeah, you've snuck up on this guy. He flicks his butt out,
Mm-hmm.
and it sails right past your eyes, and
He has no idea I'm even there.
if there was a camera, this would be the perfect dramatic lighting reveal
Right.
would reveal you as the embers go by.
Sure.
And now you can make your attack roll.
Okay. What am I using for attack? I want to use bayonet or knife or
Yeah.
some other.
That would be down in the bottom of
Okay.
the character sheet.
Okay, I've got
There's
bayonet here, 45%.
Yep.
1d8 plus d6. So I take it I'm close enough that.
Oh
I
yeah,
can- I
you
can
got
hit
him.
this guy. So what? So I'm
You
rolling
roll
the
percentile,
roll percentile.
and you're looking for under your 45.
80.
80. Ouch.
Okay.
Run right past him.
Yeah, no. So he doesn't know you're there yet, or he doesn't know you're there immediately. But then you lunge, and he just dumb luck just turns the wrong way, and you catch him along the ribs
Mm-hmm.
rather than plunging in for the kill,
Right.
because you totally would have killed him had you maintained surprise. But you catch him across the ribs, at which point he gives out the Wilhelm
Yeah.
and is staggering away from you, holding a hand over his wound.
Okay.
So he's going to raise the alarm soon if you don't get him.
Okay.
So give me another attack roll to see if he basically.
20. That's
Nice.
more like it.
So now, I assume the D6 is from your damage bonus.
Yes.
1d6 plus
Okay, so roll a D8 and a D6.
Yeah.
And don't get a 2. Nice.
8.
Yeah, so he goes down with the slightest grunt as you shove the bayonet into his lungs and take all the air out of him before he can scream real loud. So now you're gonna have a body. You have a body on your hands that you're gonna have to deal with,
Mm-hmm.
and just dumping him in the water probably isn't the quietest thing to do. So think about that for a moment
Okay.
while we go back to charging Captain Kauri.
Sure. So I'm going to charge at him and try and tackle him. No, I
Sure.
don't want to tackle him because my grapple is terrible. Yeah, I guess I'll tackle him.
Okay.
So it's grapple, right? Not fist.
Yes.
Okay.
I mean,
It's
you
a,
could punch him, but it's up to you.
you know what? I will clock him. I
Just-
will.
just cold
Yeah.
clock him, try
Just
to knock him
straight
out.
clock him and
Okay.
at least knock him to the ground.
Okay.
Which would be 57 under my 74.
Okay. So roll your damage.
3. I got max damage.
Wow.
It's a D3.
You don't have a strength bonus or anything?
Nope.
Oh.
I don't think.
Wow.
Nope.
Okay.
No, I do. Why do I not have this? I don't know. I'm gonna look it up, but yeah, that's right.
Okay.
3 for right now.
What's your size?
10. I'm not a big guy,
Not a big guy, no.
but I also
So-
startled him because I'm super ninja-like.
Right.
Just saying.
So let's see, size 16 versus size. What's your strength?
11.
What's your strength?
I'm
Williams?
18.
18. Jeez, man.
Yeah, I just plowed him to a
You
huge
signed your
freaking
own
guy.
doom. You don't even know.
I'm sorry. I misread that. I don't have a damage bonus now.
No. Okay. So yeah, he it's like punching a slab of beef.
Sure.
I mean, he reacts. His head ducks and he throws a big meaty fist
Does
up
he
there.
say anything?
Yeah,
In-
whatever in German.
Okay, then I can kill him.
Das Ticklen.
What is that?
That means nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was trying to make a joke that tickles. But,
Okay.
So yeah, like he he turns around looking for whoever threw the rock at him or whatever. They just
Sure.
hit him in the back of the head,
Yeah.
and he sees you, and he's like, who are you in German?
Okay. I will then stab him.
Okay.
So I will use my knife that I have out.
Okay.
It's a 19 under 79.
He does not dodge.
That's not a fifth, right?
What?
That 19 under 79 is not
I
a
don't
fifth.
think so. No.
Oh, that's the wrong dice.
20 out of 80 would be a fifth. No, that'd be a fourth. Never mind.
Yeah.
4.
4 damage.
Yeah.
Okay. How many hit points do you have, Williams? I just
19.
19. So yeah. So again, you stab at him, and he sort of swats at your wrists, and the blade doesn't quite bite home.
Sure.
Like you center mass, like you would want it to.
Yeah.
And then at that point, he starts yelling for help.
Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna stab him again.
Okay.
While trying to cover his mouth. Like I want to try and cover his mouth and then stab him in the
That's
kidney.
going to be a grapple check first.
Sure, why not? Okay, so now that I failed that,
No, you failed that. Okay.
do you want me to? Can I still stab him at least?
You can make a stab attempt, but it's going to be at 50 because he's actively fight. No, I guess I should roll a dodge, shouldn't I? That's fair. Nope.
I stab him again for 5 damage.
So 12 out of 19. Yeah, no, he's not feeling good. He's definitely bleeding more.
Why do I feel like I should be cheering here?
It's up to you. You can react however you want to react, Corporal. Yeah, no, he starts yelling, and the lights come. A lamp lights up in the house, and you hear voices.
I'll stab him one more time to kill him. Hopefully. Good Lord. I impale. I finally impale.
I rolled an 81 on dodge, so no. What's your dex score, Williams?
12.
Nice.
I did 6 and then I double that, so it's 12.
Okay. Yeah, he goes down with a giant thud. And in his last breath, he starts coughing up a mucus of some kind. And you notice under his collar, there are lines in his skin that are weird.
Okay.
But that's...
Can I roll first aid to see if those are like what I might think those are? First aid?
natural history, biology
Hey, I got a 15% under that natural history.
of
20.
of 20. Oh, okay, yeah.
Or nope, sorry. Nope, it's 10.
This-
Never mind. Forget it. Got excited for a second.
Yeah. No, in the moonlight, it's not enough to identify
Is there
what that
somewhere
could
I
be.
can pull him close that I can like put him away? Maybe, like so he's like out of
so
immediate
pull up
eye
that
shot.
chart of strength versus. You need to do a strength versus size.
So I'm at a 25%.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. That's your goal.
I'm gonna motion for one of the guys to come help me. Maybe 2 or 3 of the guys. He's a big guy.
He's a big guy. Yeah.
He's a huge friggin' guy.
Yeah. So they come running. How do the
I'm gonna motion for us to move him out of eyesight. I understand there's blood on the ground, but
right?
it's also
Yeah.
night.
The
Hopefully
closest place you could go out of eyesight would be behind the outhouse.
that's good enough for right
And
now.
I mean, it's going to be difficult to hide everybody behind the outhouse. Like it's not a communal, or it's a single person
Right.
structure. It's not.
Sorry. I'm
it
just
is-
imagining a communal outhouse.
Yeah,
where
it's
there's
not like 4 people can go at the same time. No.
if we can drag him back there, we can scatter at least a little bit. I think that maybe.
Maybe.
Okay. Sure.
All right. So now you have a 60% chance.
Sure. Just for the record, that means that probably one other person's helping me.
Only one?
Yeah, because if I add, the more people you add, the way easier it gets.
Okay. And all right, then you what 75, 80%?
Sure. I'll take the 60. Yeah, I got into this. I got 46. So.
Okay. So yeah, so you guys hide the body, and like I said, as you're piling him up behind the outhouse, the back door opens, and a guy with a hunting rifle, not military, but
Right.
hunting rifle and a lantern comes out, and he's peering around trying to find things or find out where the noise was, and he yells out, "Gunther," like, "Where are you, Gunther? Where are you?"
Does he look in any way, shape, or form weird?
Like an older Corporal Williams. Yeah.
Okay.
He could be his dad
Okay.
or his uncle.
Okay.
And then other people start pouring out of the building, the neighboring houses, with lanterns, trying to figure out what's going on, calling out, hey, what's going on, blah blah blah, and so on and so forth.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna need,
Fieldcraft
yeah,
to move away.
at half to move away because it's dodgy.
58 over what would be normally 46, or what half is
So-
46.
So how would you try to get away? Just run for it, or describe how you fail to get away?
No, that's fine. Or fail to not be seen getting away, probably.
Yeah.
We're in relatively civilian clothes, right?
Yeah. I mean, I gave you that option. If
Yeah.
you wanted to have switched out to
No,
non-uniform, that's your call.
Yeah, we would have not been in uniform.
Okay.
So I would probably, like, when the people started coming out, I would have motioned for everyone to scatter, with hand signals. I'm sure we have hand signals to meet at the castle. I'm sure there's a signal for castle, or meet closer to the castle.
Okay.
For us to scatter, and then
Scatter but proceed.
Yeah, scatter but proceed, and then
Okay.
we probably some of us probably would have been seen, but
Sure.
we're also fully awake and
Yeah.
soldiers, and running at night is not that big of a deal. Would be my
Right.
assumption.
Right.
I don't know. That's what I
Okay.
got.
So give me another fieldcraft roll
Sure.
just to see how that goes.
It's 57. My normal is 92.
Sure.
Half is 46.
Okay. So not under half. That's fine. So yeah, you are able to communicate what you want to have happen. The only thing is the two guys remain with guns on your Corporal Williams, and they are basically they're like waiting for you, and waiting specifically to get orders on what to do with this guy.
I would have gone back to them at least.
Yeah, no, I mean I'm assuming that
Yeah.
you have two guys and Corporal Williams.
Okay.
And Corporal Williams, you are welcome to act
Yeah, absolutely.
at any point. Do you do or say anything?
You just stabbed me multiple times, and then I fell.
So, obviously something weird's going on here. Can you be Gunther for a minute? Do you speak German? Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Somewhat.
What's your German score?
I believe 60.
Oh, 60's really pretty good. 50, I think, is what it is.
No, 50's my English.
Oh, 40.
It's 40.
So that's still passable, maybe?
Yeah, that's conversational. I mean, he's not going to be able to answer any questions about Gunter's personal life, but
The outhouse door faces the house, doesn't it?
oh yeah.
Wait until they're looking away from the outhouse. Let's get you over there.
Point of order.
Yeah.
He is wearing a full outfit.
No,
that
I get
Gunter-
that. I get
Yeah.
that. I'm working that way.
You're working on that way? Okay.
Working that way.
Cool.
We'll put you in the outhouse unless they've already checked it. Take off your top, stick your head out, and say, "I don't feel well. I'll be in soon."
Okay.
You know what? I've
Not
made
bad. Not
a
bad.
crap situation
Yeah.
bad, and it's just not going to get better. It's okay. It's okay.
So,
situation.
so Williams, give me a
Probably a crap situation.
give me a
German.
fieldcraft
Oh, yeah,
roll
yeah.
to get to the outhouse. Assuming you do this, do you still follow his orders even though he just killed your
Yes,
supposed
I still
twin
follow
brother?
it, and I succeeded.
Okay, so you're to the outhouse.
And then
So now give me the German roll to see if you can convey that
That sounds
convincingly.
delicious. A German roll.
Yeah.
Mm.
I succeeded.
Nice. All right. So yeah, you tell them that, and a couple of the neighbors pack it in, but the people in the outhouse or the people in the house whose yard you're in are coming at you. Like, and they're asking, what's this blood? Where did this blood come from? Are you okay? Do you need a doctor?
I told you I'm having a really tough time out here. Sorry, I shouldn't be helping.
I
aren't.
say, what?
Ed said, "I'm sorry, I should be helping," and Johnny let him know that he was not.
Anyway, I say, vomit, get doctor, and I draw my knife.
Like
Okay.
behind the door so they can't
Yeah.
see it. Okay.
Vomit.
Vomit, get the doctor. Shring! That'd be awful.
I love it. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, like I said, the older gentleman and his wife head back inside, and a few moments later, someone runs out the front door. You can't see it from here, but they do.
Okay.
So, now what?
Are they watching? Can I see people in the house looking at the outhouse?
No, not at the moment.
Okay, so then I like walk to the back of the outhouse, knock, and loudly enough
Walk or like run?
sneak over to the outhouse,
Okay.
knock on the back and say, "Let's go,"
Do you go?
with all of your items, for God's sake. Like, let's make sure you have everything.
Yeah, I grab my guns and stuff and go.
Okay. And you leave.
Yeah,
leave the
you
real
know what?
Gunter?
That's enough to give us some time. That's fine.
Yeah, it may be. Should we? This may sound ridiculous. Should we leave the body in the outhouse with the knife?
I think that if we're going to do anything with the body, we take it with us, but I'm not strong enough to carry it.
I am.
I mean, yeah, he's.
Okay, that's
between
your
the
call.
two of you, you could.
Okay, then
But
let's
It may be, maybe not with the knife. Maybe.
no, because there's no reason he would have stabbed himself like that. That's look, the
maybe I
stormtroopers
should
are
have said something
2%.
other than vomit.
No, that was fine. It was
Animal?
perfectly fine.
No, yeah, express your thoughts, even if the.
No, I liked what you did. That was the right thing to do, to call for a doctor. I think we just grab him and take him with us, and then dump him on the way in, like, away from the city. Like, not away from the city, away from out in the
Well,
in
won't
a
that
field or
raise more
something.
suspicion?
That, you know what? It'll take them time to find him. That's what we're buying is time.
All right.
There's no way to set the. Oh, he accidentally fell on a knife 4, 5, 6 times. Whatever. There's no way to stage that. But if he's in a field and it takes them until morning to find him, and by morning we're out of here,
All right.
that gives us the time frame we're looking for.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a fair assessment.
Sure.
Okay.
In the heat of the moment, I would totally say that sounds reasonable.
Thanks, John.
Why did you get us in this situation?
Look, there was a doppelganger.
You did not. You ran over to the guy and stabbed him multiple times.
He had it coming. He's German. It's all I've got.
He went to the bathroom.
So yeah, you guys are hauling the body out. Do you want to take a closer look at those weird lines on his
Yeah.
what you call them?
At least when we dump his body somewhere.
Sure.
Like in a ditch where
Yeah.
he won't be easily found.
Yeah. You find an area of tall grass to
Sure.
crouch down in.
Sure.
Yeah, or a ditch.
Yeah.
It's wild land. It's not cultivated exactly.
Yeah. Like a ditch with tall grass, like
yeah.
a little stream maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's just,
Yes, there's definitely a stream. It's surprisingly salty, but you know you're this close to the ocean, so maybe it's okay.
Hey,
I
hey,
don't
absolutely.
know why. What do you mean?
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you you look at him like what do you do? Like you prod him?
If once we lay him down, I'm gonna like cut from the top of the nightshirt down, just like
Sure.
field strip it,
Sure.
and look.
All right. So there's this giant naked guy.
Yeah, it's a huge freaking guy.
Yeah. Just kind of sitting there.
Right on.
And those 3 slits, they strike you in every way you can think as gills.
Okay, I'm gonna reach over.
Yeah.
While Williams is looking down, and I'm gonna just like calmly pull his collar down and look to see if he has gills.
He does
I slap him.
have lines on his shoulder there, whatever you call that muscle. I forget, trapezius, between his
No, yeah.
trapezius and collarbone. There are definitely 3 openings on each side of his neck.
What are those, Williams?
I have no idea.
Oh, can I roll psychology to see
You
if I can
can.
tell?
You can.
I got a 99. Sounds good to me. Let's move.
He sounds like a scared kid to you.
The skin weird on the dead body or anything?
Not in the area that you're looking at examining, but under his arms, it sort of scales is the best you can say, and there is a weird webbing,
Okay.
like a.
Can the scales pass for like a bad case of psoriasis, or are they clearly freaking scales?
In that they aren't red.
Okay.
They're gray green in the moonlight,
Okay.
but they're.
I mean,
Yeah.
are you laughing because that's a dumb question, Ed, or are you laughing because?
No, I'm laughing because I personally suffer from psoriasis, but I don't think anybody would think I'm a fish man.
Right, but I mean, I have psoriasis myself, and I've seen it, and it can get really bad, and I want to make sure that. Oh yeah, in the field, this guy lost his mind and started screaming about scaled men. If it clearly looks like scales, that is,
Yeah, no, it's the absolute worst case you could imagine of psoriasis.
Okay.
At best.
Okay, so this is beyond just kind of weird. This is
What's your biology score base?
1?
Lizardariasis.
Yeah.
1.
1. Yeah.
1.
No. This
First
this
aid
is-
also would fall in at
Right.
least to know that this is not natural skin, and this is beyond like.
Yeah, this is nothing you've ever seen or heard of before.
And the webbing is even worse. So
I
this is
mean,
kinda
you've
like-
heard of cases of people's
Webbed hands and
webbed
feet?
hands and feet,
but this is like Spider-Man webbing, right? Under his
in
arms.
under his arms, yes.
Okay.
But it's still like it's a stretchy skin-like thing.
Okay.
That has scales like up under, like on the arm underneath,
Okay, and
supporting the
the
structure.
blood is blood.
The blood is blood, though.
Yeah, we found that after you stabbed him 3 separate times and punched him.
Yeah.
With my first aid, how long I can roll first aid? How long will skin stay if I just took it now?
Skin stay what?
Like not decay and like start to get nasty. Like, do I have like a day?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cut the scale. Like, I'm gonna cut the skin around the scale and
And
yank that
take
off.
his-
Like, I'm
take-
gonna essentially skin that area.
Okay. Give me a first aid to not mutilate that.
Can I roll survive? Yeah, I'm gonna roll. Can I roll survival instead? Skinning an animal.
You can do that.
Never mind.
Okay. Now I need a sanity roll
Oh, good. Oh, good.
because you just tried to mutilate.
No. You're solid. I failed. No.
Okay.
No. I did not fail.
Did not fail. Good job.
Thank God I got that
Yeah.
sanity back because it would have
Yeah.
failed.
So,
Probably just a 1, right?
like, yeah, I'll give you the 1 just because it's a super weird and gruesome act to try to
Sure.
murder and then skin a human-ish.
That
thing.
looks just like the guy
That
that
looks
also
just like
has
the guy
skills.
that was just
This isn't getting weird.
no
The new guy.
the new guy.
Hey, you know what? Hazing.
Yeah.
1939 exists.
So it's completely unreasonable to assume to think that you could not take the flesh if you wanted to. You just didn't get it intact. Like it ripped in a weird way.
I'll try the other
And-
side.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, I
Survival.
got 2 sides, right?
You do.
Is he gonna have to take another sanity roll, or did he already take a sanity hit?
45
You
under
took a sanity hit,
45
but-
under 58
Okay, so yeah, you take a portion of regular human flesh,
with
scaly
scales.
flesh,
Okay.
and the webbing under the arm.
I'll wrap it in like a handkerchief.
I was
I'm
gonna,
sure.
I was gonna give him. I was gonna, if he failed that one, I was gonna point out that there are a few other areas on the body you could go for, but they would be less pleasant. It might violate our PG-13 rating.
I'm gonna wrap it in like a handkerchief. I'm
Yeah,
sure I've
yeah,
got
you got
one,
that totally,
and
yeah,
then
so-
we'll book.
Yeah. So
Before we do this,
you want to put your pants back on?
What?
Well, he only took off the top.
You only took off his
I also
jacket.
put
Oh,
my-
Because
okay.
he just stuck his head out.
Okay.
So
I also apparently never noticed that they were like I had gills, so now
Yeah.
I'm taking my shirt off again to see if I also have scales.
Okay. Yeah, you do have scales under your arm. Give me a sanity check. I was gonna let that go.
no, it's too late. He's already.
No, he asked. I'm gonna do it. I was gonna let it go for a bit.
While he's like holding it, like got his arm up, and it's like,
Yeah.
what? I'm gonna take my knife and just kind of tap it to see if it sounds like scales. I should know what scales sound like because they have a thicker, harder. They wouldn't.
They're like fish scales. They're not iron dragon.
Right, but
scales.
what I'm saying is it wouldn't just like conform to the knife point.
No, yeah,
like flesh.
I'm with
it's,
you. I'm
it's
just
gonna,
saying, sound isn't
Not sound, I
Doesn't,
guess.
isn't the right word, but yes,
but it reacts like
it
a,
reacts like
okay.
a fish scale.
So density.
Yeah.
Okay. I succeeded.
React like a fish scale. I just.
Well, yeah.
No, I'm
it's-
here.
it's-
That's fine.
So, yeah, you're gonna lose one because your body is mutating in a way that
in
you
strange
don't
ways.
understand. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's changing.
Played Call of Cthulhu
This is a-
3 times, and twice I've turned into a fish monster.
This
you
is
really?
a very special time for you. Your body's going through a lot of changes.
Wow.
Perfect age range, though.
Right.
Yeah. So we move back to Captain Jack McKenzie.
Ah, yes.
You've got a body to deal with. There's lots of bodies piling up this
Yeah,
episode.
I suggest you find a small little creek.
With some tall grass.
Hey, what are you guys doing here? So I'm a size 12. How big is the soldier that I just took down?
10's average.
9-ish, 10-ish.
Yeah, 9-10. He's smaller than you. He's.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, just like I guess. What's your approach to hiding the body? The easiest thing to do is to put him in the water, but like just chucking him is going to create a big splash. Yeah.
Right. What?
I mean, do you want to ease him in, or do you want to?
What I'm thinking, am I in such a place that I would be able to drag him back into cover and perhaps steal some of his uniform?
The problem
pieces?
is getting his body over that. Like, you know, they've built up a little wall,
Mm-hmm.
you know, because they don't want people wandering in off the beach.
Sure.
But you scaled the wall and jumped down. So getting him back over to where like your outcropping was is
Mhm.
probably not a possibility.
Oh, I don't want to get him that far.
Okay.
I just want to get him like.
There's an area where you could totally strip his jacket and take, you know, the major parts of his uniform.
Would I fit into those?
It's not. It wouldn't pass inspection, but yes.
Okay, but casual glance,
Casual glancing,
under the
yes.
cover of darkness, I'd probably be
Yes.
okay. All right, we're gonna switch clothes.
Okay. You gonna
Okay.
dress him, or are you just gonna dump your clothes there?
No, I'll dump my clothes.
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
dump my clothes. So yeah, I'm gonna put on his uniform. So now I am dressed as a German soldier.
Nice.
I shoot the first German soldier we see.
Very snazzy, very snazzy.
So what do you do with the body itself?
You check its neck.
I don't know anything about these
know.
crazy fish people yet.
Right.
Although as as I am undressing him, do I notice anything?
You do not.
Okay, all right. So I don't even need to roll.
No.
All right, fine. And I need to signal to my people somehow that I've taken this guy down. I'm wearing the German uniform. I really don't want to get shot.
Oh, good God.
By my people.
I'm going to see another duplicate, and I'm just going to be like, well, guess one's got to die too.
I am setting myself up for massive failure.
Just hide under the wall and do hand signals.
So, well, I mean, but at this point, I am keeping an eye out for them to approach from
Right.
the rock cropping.
Yeah.
So I should be able to signal them.
Oh yeah. Like I mean,
Okay.
I'm picturing like I mean, because there's nobody in that direction to
Mhm.
worry about. It would be no big deal for you to, flash your light at them.
Okay, great.
Be like, come here. And while, yes, they will see a German soldier, it would be extremely weird for a German soldier to be flashing the,
Like,
All
hey guys,
clear.
I was totally expecting you.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So I'm going to try and slip the body into the water and make a minimal splash.
Okay.
What do you want me to do there?
Give me a dex times 5.
Dex times
Is that-
5 would
yeah.
be 14. That's 70, right?
No.
Yeah.
Yes. Sure. Why not?
29.
Cool. Yeah, no, it minor splashing noises.
Okay.
A little ploop as his head finally goes under. And,
Okay.
and
And I'm just gonna like bury the clothes under a rock or something,
Sure.
or just
Yeah.
get him out of
Yeah.
view. And of course I still have all of my weapons.
oh yeah, totally.
and whatnot.
I
All
mean,
right.
and you got an extra pistol and a knife,
Sure.
extra stuff he had
I
on
got
him.
some extra stuff.
So yeah.
And now I'm just going to sort of stand on guard, waiting for them to show up.
Yeah.
And preparing myself that if somebody comes to relieve me on my watch, that they're going to wind up in the water next to their buddy.
Okay.
Okay.
So like knife held under your wrist or whatever, ready to
Lash
out. And,
ready to just be like, guten Abend.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you guys. So Corporal Williams leads you back to the point
Okay.
where he left Captain McKenzie.
Okay.
Did you send just Williams and keep you took like 3, 4 or like 3 guys with you, right? Like Matt did. Like
No, it was me, the corporal, and 2 of the NPCs,
sure.
and I sent them back to go get.
You sent the NPCs and Williams back.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, in hindsight being 2020, I'm wishing I'd kept somebody around, but I really
You
didn't
did,
do that.
yeah. So it's fine.
Yeah.
So the 3 of them lead you back to the point.
How far away is the installation from the village?
It's like there's not much distance, like
Quarter of a mile, maybe.
maybe if that. So anyway, yeah.
Okay.
Lost
I'm
my
just
train of thought.
No,
there,
that's
yeah.
okay. I was just trying to get an idea of when we
yeah,
start
no,
firing.
like
they're
it's
still
like
gonna
the
definitely
village
hear.
was built with the
Okay.
structure or
Yeah. So we get to the point, and then I'll look around. I don't.
okay.
Since there's
So-
nobody here.
And
Right.
I see some people moving
Yeah,
around
you
on
see
the
some
point,
movement.
so
You're pretty sure
I
there's
start
people.
going, "Hey,
With the light that's between you and him, but you guys could converse if
Okay.
you wanted to, or do you just want to?
Do we come in, or are you coming out?
let's go in this way."
All right.
Machine gun, and point it directly at you, and I'll say,
Name our commander.
yeah, I'll say, what's the name of the MI6 agent that sent us here?
You know it. I don't know.
Yeah, he would say it. Yeah.
Bennington.
Yeah.
Write that down. Bennington.
Sir Paul Sin, the guy.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm making okay, and then I'll
Yeah.
lower my gun and say exactly Williamsonburg, Ville.
I guess he's got that kind of face.
Williams?
No, I mean exactly like him. And I pulled this off of him, and I'll unwrap the handkerchief and show him the skin.
Whoa.
I literally pulled it off of him.
Yeah, no, I see it. What did you guys take a little time for some fishing?
I
It
take
was-
my shirt off.
It was from.
Easy there, partner.
I was gonna say the disembodied flesh doesn't really trigger anything because it's just too weird.
Yeah,
But
I'm like,
now you're seeing the gills and scales on Williams. I'm gonna
Just-
need a sanity roll from
Just like this.
McKenzie.
okay, sanity roll. What do I roll for sanity?
Sanity. That's
200
percentage.
just
And
like
then you want
everything
under
else.
your current sanity.
My current sanity is 64 because apparently I have seen 22.
Nice.
Cool.
So just one.
Yeah, I've seen weirder. Apparently.
You have. I mean, literally, you have. You've seen a moving corpse.
It's true.
I'm gonna say yes. That's
Um,
you've seen weirder.
Yeah. So, okay, yeah, that's pretty weird, guys. Hold on to that disgusting little thing. I think you should keep that. With you, I don't want that anywhere near me.
William should probably put a shirt on.
Williams,
Yeah.
put your shirt back on. And you know what? Just don't talk to me the rest of the mission.
Before
That'd be
we
great.
go further in, at this point, we need to establish a call and response.
You have that already. You've had that. You just used it.
Right. That is our official call and response.
Whoa. Whoa.
So if anybody asks any other question than those two, they are not us.
Okay.
And if we do not answer them correctly, or then if they don't answer correctly when we ask, they are not us.
They're
and
not us,
They
right.
need to be killed.
Okay.
Okay, the few remaining dudes ask you to repeat the, or no, I guess they would know. They would know because they met him already.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Never
Okay,
mind.
so who's our MI6 contact and who's our guy on the boat?
Yeah. What? Somebody give me a name for the guy on the boat.
Johnson, Corporal or Private Johnson. Private Johnson.
Johnson.
Hey. He's
It's
British.
Richard.
Hey!
He goes by his proper full name, Richard.
Private Richard Johnson.
Okay. So.
So as I understand it, we are now standing along a river
Yeah.
heading
and
into
I mean, it's very wide. Yeah, but yeah. It's
Okay.
a big, almost open ocean.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're going in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go in here.
Lead the way, Captain.
Okay. So what's the layout inside? We've got two bays where they are where they're assembling submarines.
Yeah.
Okay, or at
So-
least one where we're seeing the submarines being.
Yeah.
Are they two separate bays, or are they one big bay with two bay doors?
They are separated by like a dock.
Okay.
So the building would be U-shaped, except they've built a wooden dock down the middle.
Okay.
So, but you can tell that this is basically over water.
Oh, okay. Okay.
If anybody can see the drawing that I've made, you've got.
Yeah.
Those are identical shapes, but basically two cigar-shaped vessels, U-boats.
Yeah.
Are we talking these are standard U-boat size, or are they bigger or smaller? I'm just
Well-
trying to. You tell me. It doesn't have to necessarily be correct historically.
It is historically correct. Give me
Oh.
a moment to find that paragraph again. Based on the partial construction of the one, I would say that these are typically sized U-boats, but this one is using a new double hull construction that allows for greater internal capacity by positioning the fuel stores and ballast and tanks outside of the main hull. So,
Okay.
basically, there's a new hull type. Is what you can see in the partially built one. In the completed one, there are bay doors, for lack of a better term, like airlocks that are built into the structure. You can see, like at first you couldn't tell what was going on, but it's almost as if this new vessel is set up for troop deployment, which would have been weird underwater.
And the doors are like on the side or on the bottom.
On the bottom of the vessel, but like you can see them from where the
I assume it's like hanging in.
the ship's suspended above the water, but there is some type of, like you said, I mean, I don't know if this term even existed back in the day, but an airlock, a pressurized chamber.
Yeah.
That where you could transition from an air environment to a water environment.
Are they open?
They are not currently open, no.
If the boat's underwater, and I'm hoping that my character would know this also, but if the boat's underwater and they open a panel underneath the boat, provided the interior is pressurized, I don't think that water would come inside the boat.
Right.
So you could just, if we got more fish people out there.
Right. So yeah,
I mean, I've seen some shit at this point, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm aware that maybe the rules of reality are bending a little bit.
What do you mean, fresh people?
He's talking out of character.
Oh no. Like, are you saying that in character? Are you
No,
motioning towards
no,
William?
I'm actually saying that in character.
Oh, okay.
Because at this
You're
point,
accepting the fish people exist.
well, my character,
Yeah.
Captain Jack, has seen demons and weird things at this point.
Well, you've seen one weird moving corpse and a guy with gills on his shoulder. Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm accepting that maybe the rules of reality are bending just
Sure,
a little bit. So I'm saying you've seen a fish dude running around, and it seems like our good corporal here is growing a set of gills himself.
Yeah. So like
yeah.
you said, but I mean, I'm just there are safeties in place. There's like it's
Sure,
yeah.
sure.
They're building like a double door situation
Right.
where they could seal off the entryway.
Yeah.
I just don't understand what those would be for, because I'm not at all
No,
accepting
yeah.
fish people.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't. Why would you want that?
I'm not saying I want it. I'm just saying
No. Why would you want those doors on the bottom? Like, what military sense does that make?
if
You could.
if you want to quickly deploy fish people out of your submarine.
All right.
Well, it's
what's
also-
actual real world application? What were you saying?
Well, because it's earlier, I know their U-boats. Don't quite remember what that means, but
Submarine.
you just,
Underwater.
yeah,
Submarine,
submarine. If it's a submarine, most likely it would be a lot harder to detect than most types of troop transport, like
Yep.
what America used for
Storming the beaches of Normandy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So your suggestion is that they're going to deploy divers or swimmers out from underneath this.
Possibly en masse to do covert ops at night.
I guess that's not the worst idea.
I mean, speaking as another corporal or private speaks up, is like, yeah, the submarines can't get in, like they can get close to the bays and launch torpedoes,
Yeah.
but it would be so much easier to plant, to swim a landmine up or a mine out and plant it right in front of the boat as it's leaving the port, thus clogging that area
Yeah.
even more
Okay.
with a troop that could go underwater and not
So
come up for
okay.
air
I guess there are actual real world military applications.
for fish people.
This is the private say fish people. I execute the private, throw them in the water. No, I don't. All right, so let's look.
I'm not above holding the corporal's head underwater and seeing how long he can stay there.
Yeah, you guys were also not against holding me at gunpoint while you made me watch as you essentially killed me.
No,
I am a little worried about a mutiny of the fish people at this point.
And then you forced me to take his position.
I think this is a good place to wrap it up for this week here on the Nerds Domain.
Ooh, moral
Presents
quandary. I love it.
we're getting a little
Masks
punchy.
of Nyarlathotep. We will talk to you guys next week. Don't forget to check out the website nerdsdom.com. That is not the right exit. That is the wrong exit. Wow. Let's try this again, and we will talk to you guys next week. And that will do it for us tonight on the Nerds Domain Presents Masks of Nyarlathotep. Remember, you can email us at nerdsdomain@gmail.com or find us over on Facebook and Twitter at facebook.com/nerdsdomain and twitter.com/nerdsdomain. You can also check out our site at nerdsdom.com. Be sure to sign up for our newsletter while you're there. You can head over to iTunes and give us a 5-star rating. We want to thank Passion Nerdly for our music. Don't forget, you can support us at patreon.com/nerdsdomain and check out our shirts at TeePublic.